Ladies and gentlemen, happy hump day.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're live.
Great.
Not only are we live, but we have a special guest today. And I'm going to call him, even though he's been here before, Mr. Paul Ripke. I'm going to call him our out in the field tech reporter. He is fresh back. Not so fresh, it was a week ago, but he's fresh back from the Apple product launch announcement. He was there. He heard it all firsthand.
First of all, why the fuck were you invited?
Well, what the hell, Paul?
The Germans are coming.
Is this because of your podcast? Is this because of your podcast or because you're a photographer?
Or you're friends with someone famous?
Because you take a bunch of pictures of
Are you a
naked
plus
girls.
one?
I'm not a plus one. I got invited to, I don't know. The thing is, you just...
Why do you think you got invited? Let's just be honest. You're a
Probably
pretty
the
confident
camera.
guy. Yeah.
The camera. Like, they changed so much stuff in video and photo stuff, and I'm content creating a lot on phones.
So how does that work out?
You like your nude pics.
Yeah.
You're like, man, we want to see what some boobs look like on this new phone.
I did try that already.
But like, how does the reach out come? Like, who reached out to you? I want to know physically, just in case I'm checking everything to make sure if my invitation.
Oh, you think your invitation got lost?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
A German person called me, sort of, and then they say there might be something that we reveal.
Like a German Apple employee?
Yes, correct. And he sits in Germany and he says, maybe you want to come at a specific date, 11th of September, to Cupertino. We can't tell you what it's about. We can't tell you what's going to happen there. But
So cryptic.
yeah,
And do they pay for travel?
yes, they do.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So flight,
Jeez.
hotel, everything.
Were you
Yeah.
flying first or with coach?
It was
These are details that I care about because I couldn't
It's
go
first.
if it was
He
coach.
would have said coach a lot quicker if it was coach. They flew you first class to frickin' Cupertino to be handed a new phone.
From Germany or from LA?
From Italy. I was in
From
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an $8,000 ticket. What airline did you fly?
Oh my God.
Alitalia?
Oh, Air New Zealand. It was a great airline.
everyone
Yes.
raves about Air New Zealand.
No, it's good. It's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's an insanely good.
Is
I
that
really
a
liked it.
non-stop?
From London Heathrow to here, and then it goes on to Auckland, I think, like to New Zealand. They stop here, they have to clear immigration, and then they can go back to the...
This
So
is
you're in Italy, you
insane.
had to do Italy, London.
Yeah, we had to. So
They couldn't
I was
find
in
you
Italy.
a
I was in
nonstop, huh?
Italy
Cheap.
for
Cheapskates.
I was in Italy for Formula One. I flew back with the team to Great
Oh.
Britain, where the Formula One team is. Had to work there on Monday morning, and then Monday afternoon I flew over to LA and then up to
These companies
San Jose.
shitting cash. They flew this
Shitting.
German photographer out from fucking London.
I mean, they do have 280 billion in cash.
Where
What
did
does it
you
matter?
stay? Fairmont?
I know, but gosh.
You stay at the Fairmont,
Yes.
right? Of course.
Yeah.
That's the only nice hotel in that area.
What about the Four Seasons in Palo Alto?
No, it is.
Wow.
That's probably tier one.
Sunday.
Probably tier two.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you get there, you go in,
Yeah.
you obviously know what you're there for at
Sort
that
of,
point.
yeah.
And you sit down and you're obviously in that big auditorium watching the whole presentation.
You know at that
So-
point what's going on, obviously.
Yeah, it's always the second week of September where they launched a new phone, so people are aware. There's press people, there's influencers, there's YouTubers, there's tech reviewers, all come to a bus, and then we get to the Apple campus, the big UFO kind of futuristic thing. You jump out and walk up to the Steve Jobs Theater. People clap like an opening of an Apple store, like
Yeah.
a lot of Apple employees in Apple shirts.
Yeah.
And small, like there's music playing, like background music from everywhere. Like there's tons of speakers in the grass and everything. And it
Who's the coolest person you saw there?
probably,
Spielberg? Is he there?
No, Marquez Brownlee, like a tech review kind of YouTube
That's the
guy.
coolest
He's
person?
really cool. He does great
YouTuber?
stuff. Now,
I need
visually,
stars. Brad Pitt.
no, there were no.
Oprah.
And what's the requirement? So they fly you out, and are you required to do X, Y, and Z post or anything? Nothing.
Like till that point,
God,
I
that's
still
baller.
didn't know.
we got to step our game up over here.
Nothing is happening.
I'd be like, I need 43 posts from you to come to this thing.
I know. One day, 43 posts. Sorry, Paul, keep going. We keep cutting you off. We're too excited.
No problem. No, you just come there and then it gets presented. It's
They know you're
1,000
going to talk
people.
about it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are aware of that. And after the presentation, it goes, the doors open and then you can touch it. And it's like a hands-on, like an Apple store, a little bit.
Interesting.
And
And
there
then
Tim Cook was playing around. Some basketball players that you probably know. I don't know them because I'm not aware of all NBA players. Some singers, but
So then they give you the phones.
not everybody. There's like 1,000
What?
people who are sitting there, and some people get the phones to test it.
So you're a tester.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, so he is. We might need to revise. That's tier 1. He got the phone.
He's tier 1, man. Okay, I got to get to the point 'cause we're 5 minutes in already.
Yeah.
So now you've had this phone for a week.
So be honest, the phone's useless.
How is it? Give us the real review. Because we had a little bit of a debate. We
I
kind
mean,
of
why
felt,
do I need that phone?
we
He
felt
can't
like
shit
maybe
on them. He wants that first class ticket next
Come on,
September.
man.
No one at Apple's listening to
Trying
our
to get an
thing.
Apple TV in March.
They are listening for sure.
So what? You've had it for a week now.
For me, it's great. It's really, really great.
As
If
a
you're into-
German?
if you're into photography,
Oh,
if
okay.
you're somehow a visual guy, and if you like pictures and videos and stuff like that for content creation, it's insanely good.
Why? Why better?
3 lenses. The wide angle, ultra wide angle is great. It's 4K.
What am I
60
using
frames.
ultra wide lens for? Where
To
would I
see
use it?
more? Right here to take a selfie, for example.
He did do
for
like a
4
vlogging
people.
thing, like where he like it's like you have like a perfect GoPro and like a mic, like all these little vloggers. You can make a whole vlog on your phone.
I can do that anyways. I can do that on any phone.
not the same way Paul can.
D, do you want that invite or not?
Yeah, shut up.
I'm not
dude.
getting it, so I don't give a
Jeez.
fuck.
I
This
just
is
wanna say-
Apple State Media.
Drama and Anand from group chat. I would still love to come. We think the phone's awesome. So this is my big question: is are the three cameras are definitely worth it? When we looked
Yeah.
at it, we were like, God, this is so obnoxious. Like, when are you going to have 7 cameras? When are you going to have?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Can we take a selfie and post it on our Instagram tomorrow
Yes.
with this wide thing that you
Yes.
you so?
It's really good.
We can do that.
That's good.
And that's a pro model with the 3 cameras, but the ultra wide is also on the normal one. I think the normal one, I don't know the prices, but it's like $900, still expensive. But
No one's
it's-
getting the normal one. That's embarrassing.
Oh no, the normal one is quite cool. Like it has a fast chip. It's totally okay if you're
Yeah, but
not
it's
really
it's embarrassing.
Let him talk.
But
We're
if
just
you're-
talking over him.
if
we
you're
really
not
had a guest
really-
on to tell him how his experience was.
It's all right. If you're really into content creation, then you need the Pro. Otherwise, you're really good with the 11.
And the battery life?
Insanely high.
So it is the full day.
No, it's 2 days for me. I used it full on, and I'm using my normal phone not even close to a day. Like I'm not going out without an extra battery or battery pack.
Wow.
And this brought me 2 days in there. The Max, the Pro Max, like the biggest one.
Yeah.
Insane. Like honestly insane battery-wise.
The battery seems worth it in of itself.
Crazy.
And I
They
feel like the
solved the
camera is
battery.
like the added plus.
I'm gonna get the cam thing and cover up the wide lens.
You're a jerk.
You're not, because it really, people like you're a little smaller.
Yeah.
They look bigger. So at the end, it's good for you.
Okay, so is the, like, far and away, the reason why the camera's so much better is the wide lens? Or is there
Number
more
one,
to it than that?
there's insanely, there's
What
a
about
lot of,
night
so
mode?
there's, there's AI in it, like the stuff that works afterwards to the pictures. And they do a lot of stuff that I would do in post-production to pictures. So they light up the skin. They put, if it's backlit, they put more light from the front. So a lot of Photoshop work I would do does an automatic software now to the pictures you take. And the normal picture is still the same. But the pictures where it's getting not so easy, backlit stuff, low light stuff, that's insanely better now. Like that software is really, it's crazy.
So the whole night mode thing isn't a gimmick. It works.
No, it works. You can look through the pictures, have a look. That's in there. I went to Joshua Tree.
I think you
And-
got to unlock it.
Yeah, give it to me.
Is there? Do you have all sorts of weird nudes in here, or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's great.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
So you can.
Gosh.
Let me see.
So
Okay.
So I went to Joshua Tree and
find
tested
some
it
highlights.
for night photography. That's probably the best place, and it is insane because it's, if you use a tripod or you put it on the ground or you put it next to something, it really is scoot in.
Who? Oh, because you're off camera.
You're off camera.
Ah.
Oh,
weird.
wow. That's like at night with the.
Yes,
That's
that's and there's, that's like a. It was full moon.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that night mode, but for this you need a tripod or you need to put it on the ground or something.
Because it needs to be stable.
Oh, because is this a slow shutter? What's the? Okay, what else? Give me more. You said something about the editing or something is super fast. What were you telling me downstairs?
Yeah, like so it has a new chip, and I'm editing a lot on phones for video stuff and like that, and it's insanely fast the way it writes a file at the end when you're doing online, mobile created video. For me, normally you have like a Sony A7R with a shotgun mic on top, the normal vlog setup. Then you import the data to the computer, edit on it in Premiere. You can do all of that now on the phone. It's way faster speed, and like you're ready half an hour after filming when you take care of editing. That's the main part. If you put a little bit of effort into apps to edit videos and edit photos, then you're totally fine with that.
Wow.
So it sounds like Apple made a concerted effort to make this phone for content creators.
Full on.
And that's a very small subset of the population. So
everyone thinks they're a content creator now.
But I mean, if you just think about it, they've sold 700 million phones since 2007.
A billion people. Everyone you know how many people in India think they're a content creator?
No, but I just think they've made the calculus. We need to get the Pauls of the world, who are the actual innovators, using this phone, because the average Joe, who, even though content creation isn't their business, will be like, oh, if it's good enough for him, I can use it for my family photos or my vacations, right?
Yeah. And the Pro is exactly for those fathers who like to take pictures of their sons and on family events or whatever. Like these guys now are happy with that. What are you looking at, Drama? What's It feels very weird that you're going through my kind of camera roll.
This just looks like a professional photo. I'm just kind of blown away here. I'm not trying to.
It is insane,
sell.
right?
Yeah, I'm really just.
Is this edited or no?
No, that's out of camera.
That's nuts.
That's a good pick.
There's
the portrait
so many of
mode
those.
now has a wide angle too. So normally portrait mode is like when it gets blurry in the background. That's 50 millimeter, like a tail picture. And now you can have a wide angle open aperture as well.
Maybe I need this phone.
There's some good shit in there, man. There's like a full photo shoot. You do like a clothing line photo shoot?
That's my clothing line I told you about.
Oh, wow. It's pretty good.
Okay, so here's the obvious question. Is it a must buy? Like, who's it a must buy for? I mean, it's an expensive ass phone. I have this $1,200 frickin' thing. Now this is another $1,200. Is it a must buy for me?
Yes, full on. Because you like better quality, all three of you, and you're rich, right?
Run the ads.
Right, hold on. Let me pay for a new phone. Run some ads.
German ads are okay for this one too.
Just get on the leasing program. It's not expensive if you get on the leasing program.
And then would you say that if I'm a younger person, or maybe I don't have a bunch of money, do I only need it if I'm a content creator?
The Pro, yes. But the normal one gives you the chip is the same, and the wide angle is like you can do a lot of stuff with the normal one. And the microphone, like they put a big ass microphone that zooms in and out, whatever lens it's using. It's insane. The sound quality is way, way better than the ones before.
The microphone zooms in and out when you go telephoto?
Yeah. Like whatever the picture or the video is taking right now, it zooms as well.
Maybe they don't need Steve Jobs.
I mean, look at this
Sounds pretty good
microphone
to me.
size. See this little microphone, that little dot? And then look
Where?
at the one on here.
Where's the little dot?
Exactly.
I
It's
don't
right
know.
beside the two lenses.
Oh, the
Tiny
white
little
thing.
dot.
Yeah.
No, that's the flash.
Okay.
Just beside the flash.
Okay.
And then
yeah,
this one is like a massive.
Yeah.
We did a vlog. We did a vlog entry 10 minutes ago. It looks like you filmed it on a freaking GoPro.
No, on a DSLR. That's the
DSLR.
thing, like a
Even
A7R.
better.
Looks like Dee's convinced.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Gosh, okay. Well,
I have to have it.
luckily I pre-ordered. Luckily I pre-ordered. Mine will be out on Friday.
Well, you know what I don't
Right?
like about the Apple iPhones is the color is so irrelevant because I have to have a case the way I drop my phone. So
Yeah, but that's, I mean, I know.
Yeah, that's you.
That's
this
you.
is the best color too. This is midnight green.
That's
Yeah.
a good
This is the hot color. The other colors are disgusting.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I got black.
I mean, black's fine, but like some of those blues and they're just like bad colors.
That's the cheaper one, though.
See, that's embarrassing. They gave you two? Fuck.
Yes.
Give me one.
Jesus Christ,
I mean, they spent $15,000 on room and board and travel.
Paul
What does that mean? It's
frickin'
two
Ripke.
phones. Of
Paul
course they're giving
Ripke
him
got
two
the,
phones.
got the $20,000 package.
Who is Paul Ripke? That should be the name of this
Gosh,
episode.
darn it. Oh, my God. Okay. Anything else from the event that was noteworthy? I mean, I know there was, whatever, streaming
Was there an
service
after party?
No.
There was
Or
no
at
weird
least
sex party after?
No. None.
at Apple.
Why not?
Yeah, like
I'm sure that shit was happening
kombucha.
back in the day.
Back in the day, maybe.
I used it at the Rams on Sunday, so I tried to, which is a great place for
Oh,
a
yeah.
wide angle because the stadium looks insane.
Yeah.
I was very, very I was surprised how many people approach you and say like, "Is this a new phone?" And people grab me and stuff. Like,
wow, really?
And
They
like
could just
people,
tell because of the 4
That's the
lenses.
3 lenses probably, because people are like, like it's very hard to use it in public right now. But yeah,
Gosh.
it's a good thing. Go for it. There's a trade-in, I think, for the old ones. So you can trade in your old
Come on.
one.
Yeah,
It's
trade
just-
in
I'll
and
trade.
lease.
I
Just
should
the
trade.
leasing is so cheap. It's not expensive.
Yeah. I already
Lease to
pre-ordered.
buy.
I already pre-ordered mine.
Yeah, you got ripped off.
At least I'll have it first out of you two clowns.
Maybe I'll get beat up Paul and take his on the way out.
You can
He
take-
just called you small.
yeah, that's true.
I got Pete.
Okay.
Pete's like a Viking.
Oh, no. Pete is on my side 100%, right? My boy Pete is my...
You already won him over. Okay, is that it? Anything else from the Apple event we need to know?
No,
Okay.
everything all right.
Thank you, Paul. Let's hop into some news.
Yes.
Do we want to, you know what, once again, did we already put ads in that part where I said put the ads? No, but we can. Put the ads now. I'm trying to get a new phone. Run the ads. Okay, we're back. Let's talk about some tech news.
Yes.
WeWork. This isn't tech news. I'd say all things technology and business.
Okay.
WeWork, it looks like even after they've been just getting bashed by us and just about everyone else under the sun, is still planning to go public this year. They're just delaying their IPO a little bit.
Yeah.
So what do we think? I thought maybe they might pull it after.
No, the delay is inevitable. I mean, like, this is forever.
The delay's forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you
just
think
hard
so?
to come back from a delay.
So what they're saying now, because there've been massive back and forth on governance changes with what voting rights the CEO Adam Newman has and what he's doing with his real estate transactions. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes of everyone knows there was a lot of improper stuff going on, and let's fix this and then take this thing public.
Yeah.
They blame Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur for the next 2 weeks.
I saw that.
As why they
Gosh.
can't start the roadshow. They said it would be insensitive.
Disrespectful. And Adam was born in Israel.
Yeah. And so they're still targeting, from all the reports, sometime in October. So it sounds like third week of October.
If you don't get out then, the year's over.
Yeah. I mean, you basically have until Thanksgiving, and that's a wrap.
They're over. Just
I would love for them to be over, but I have a weird feeling they're going to get out at a much
I think
lower
it's gonna-
valuation than they think. But I
think it gets out at like $5 billion. And it's just
that sounds overvalued.
what was the first number?
47.
47.
Yeah.
47 was probably 8 months ago.
And now then they said 10 to 12. If it's
No,
10
they
to
said 20.
yeah, and now they're down.
And it got marked down by existing investors at 20 to 22 billion.
Yep.
And then now they're talking 10 to 15. That's more 10 to 12.
That means it's 5 to 10.
At what price is it a good buy?
0.
Yeah, I think she'd be out of business.
All right.
I think if a
I
smaller...
tried to throw a bone.
I think if someone was like, hey, I'm going to do WeWork and actually make this a real business,
Yeah.
maybe that's a good seed investment.
I'll tell you why it's not a real business, because it's an awesome concept. It's just not
Yeah.
a good business.
No, but Regis has done it, and they make tons of money, right?
Yeah, but Regis, the capital expenditures. Have you ever gone to Regis? I've looked at Regis for us in the past. It has 4 walls, some carpet, and light.
I think
There's
the
no other
actual...
expenses.
No, I think this concept can work with actual real estate developers as the one starting it.
Yeah.
So you own the building.
Yeah.
And you designate X number of floors in your building to this WeWork style, like not having to sign long-term leases to get young entrepreneurs and spruce it up a little. You have so much equity in the building because you've owned it for X number of years that you can afford to put
Yeah.
some of the tenant improvements to make it more attractive for young entrepreneurs who want kombucha
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
IPA.
Do you have an office place for me? Because I'm a WeWork customer.
Are
If
you?
they- yeah.
What do you need an office for?
To work, because I work out of home normally, and then I go there. And then
Why not, man? Paul just...
He's at the beach.
No,
He's
but
like
it's
traveling with Formula One.
Like, I'll take a membership. Who knows?
What do you
Do they
have?
have
What do you
those
have?
over
A
in-
desk or an office?
not just a membership, like the lowest
Okay.
part. I tried to reach out to them to, if there's a worldwide flat fee kind of thing, I would have done that, because wherever you go, Formula One, wherever that is happening, there is a WeWork place. And I wanted to do edits on Mondays after the races, but there's...
Why can't you just do it on the
They don't
yacht or
do
the
that?
boat or?
Yeah, but
They don't have a worldwide
no,
package?
they don't have a flat rate. And the places are not open on weekends if you're not a local full-on member with
Oh,
the
wow.
keys and
This
stuff.
is-
And so that didn't work out for me.
But whatever, sit in your hotel suite with your iPhone Pro 18 and just edit your video.
Isn't it crazy that Travis Kalanick couldn't last as CEO of Uber, but Adam Newman still has?
Well, we'll see. Remains to
But
be
also
seen.
Travis was like, got caught up in some-
There's other stuff because the
catch Adam Newman on security camera shoving around the staff and he'll be out too.
the Travis stuff was like
I just think
moral stuff.
he was more just rough around the edges. But I would argue Adam Newman is done more destruction by multiples, because I actually don't think Travis destroyed value in Uber. Maybe he misallocated capital, but he was genuinely thinking that was the best way to run the business. Adam Newman intentionally tried to make money off WeWork personally without putting the company first. Travis never did that.
That's
but
true.
Travis yelled at a driver in the back
Exactly,
seat of the car.
and
They're
but
out.
that's insane that gets the pass.
Yeah. But it's
Because
once
he
again,
actually
it's
put the
what-
company first.
It's what normal people understand. So the WeWork customer doesn't understand what Adam Newman did. So I don't feel like the threat is as big. When publicly you look like an asshole to your drivers and your riders, you're out of there instantly.
Yeah, that's
So
know
it's
what I
just
mean?
perception versus what
it
actually
is.
happened.
Perception is what matters. in
I know
this
it's
game.
sad.
I also
Because this
think-
guy should have been gone a long time ago.
The other thing is it's going to see how it impacts SoftBank and how their return is now for their investment on this and Uber. And information, the newsletter said the other day, there was a leaked memo on the internal rate of return on Andreessen Horowitz's fund. So their 2009 fund was 44% because of a sale of Skype. And it was this huge success.
So 44% annual return over the life of their first fund, which is insane.
Insane.
That's an insane number.
That's an insane number. That's probably what they hung their hat on and raised a shitload of money on. Their 2010 and 11 fund was 16 and 12% rate of return, which, I mean, S&P 500 has done that. And they collect fees to do.
I mean, we already know. People are going to get spanked.
And that's a premier fund. So the real people that need to be worried are the middle tier funds that none of us have ever heard of that have raised 500 million to $1 billion.
Yeah.
If Andreessen's returns are only 12 to 16%, I can guarantee the mid tier funds are like a fraction of that.
Or negative. I mean, that just shows you how many of these companies are just losers.
Yeah, and well, you're also, the idea is you take outsized risk investing in a VC fund because you're going to get outsized returns.
Yeah.
You need to get the 44%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're getting 10 or 12,
See ya.
I think their third fund crushes it. They have a couple big winners in the third fund.
but what if you got stuck with those two?
You're out of here. Good try.
You still made money, just
See you
not
later.
as much as you probably should have.
Yeah. Okay, next up, NBC. In case we don't already have enough streaming platforms, NBC is launching theirs with a really, really stupid name. Peacock.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone sign up for Peacock.
Well, peacocking, it's like showing off.
Sign up for, Peacock. It's like, should I Netflix, Apple, or Peacock? My decision's been made just off the name.
I think they should make it P-cock.
Like P-E-E?
No, the letter P
Oh.
dash cock.
What if it was P-E-E? Peacock.
This is P-E-A.
Yeah,
I'm saying P-cock.
exactly. I'm saying Peacock.
The urine. Okay.
Wow. That was the dumbest 10 seconds we've ever had on this podcast.
I had to refrain from commenting.
Okay. Peacock is getting ready to launch. It looks like their big strategy is reboots. Saved by the Bell, Battlestar Galactica, and possibly the real star, The Office.
Do you really want to see Screech at 50?
On Peacock? No.
Well, it sounds like they have Elizabeth Berkley and Mario Lopez. Doesn't look like Screech gotten the call yet.
Screech was doing like porns like 5 years ago.
I'm sure he would love the call. Doesn't sound like he's gotten
Oh,
it.
yeah, Screech was doing porn.
He was doing porn.
Got arrested in Wisconsin too.
For what?
Frickin'
Porn?
Wisconsin.
Bar and I think he tried to fight somebody.
I'm sure Screech is one of those characters that just gets harassed on the streets. If you see Screech, you're yelling at him on the
Screech
street.
probably, yeah. I bet Screech has a pretty bad life.
It can't be fun being Screech.
No.
He was like this guy that was beat up for most of my childhood.
Yeah. Here's the question. Does anyone give a shit about Peacock?
They got to have one good show, and then you got us.
Yeah. Well,
One good
well,
show.
Yeah, but you're talking about us. We're very privileged.
Yeah, they're doing Punky Brewster.
Not your average consumer who already has $120 in streaming subscription.
I don't think, and if they're abiding by the rules of network television, so the content has to be all clean, they can't win the kids game because Disney is going to own that. There's nothing they can do in kids. Maybe in the teen space, but that shit is so edgy now with Euphoria and 13 Reasons Why. Like, there's no place for NBC in the streaming world. They can't fit a niche. I don't know.
You're gonna have Saved by the Bell and Battlestar frickin' Galactica.
Saved by the Bell was like our Euphoria. That was as edgy it got when I was 10 years old.
Yeah, but that's not gonna do it.
No, I
man.
agree.
Give
And
up. How
especially
much
not
money?
with the old actors. Like, how many people want to see Jesse and
I just want to see how much money is gonna be
I
dumped
kind of
into.
want to see. I want to see the gang back together. I'm not gonna lie. I'll watch Mark Paul Gosselaar get on there.
I mean, should check an episode. Have you watched the Hills
$12.99 a
reboot?
month?
No, definitely not.
The Hills wasn't a part of my childhood.
It was
So
fun.
Saved by
you're
the
an
Bell
adult,
every Saturday
sure.
we sat and watched.
Okay. Well, guess what? I don't have high hopes. I'm sticking with Apple, Paul Ripke, Oprah, and Reese Witherspoon.
Don't
Okay.
you think one of these guys has to go the other way? Like, fuck streaming. Let's do something else.
The NFL. That's who's doing it.
Yeah, you can't. It's impossible to find it.
Yeah, they're like, fuck it.
Yeah, I had to walk
they
all
do.
over town to
I
find
wonder
it.
if you looked at the amount of money that's going to be wasted in
Fighting
attempting streaming platforms in the next 5 years. It's going to be mind-boggling.
Sounds like a direct-to-consumer e-commerce company.
Yeah.
You know
This
what
will be the next wave of just burnt money.
You know what NBC should do? If let's just say NBC has a property that is very, very popular. I don't know what's on the network today that people watch. They should be like, you know what? It's absolutely not available on streaming. You have to watch it on TV.
Yeah, I think, yeah. But good luck. Because it's just not where. It's like saying it's absolutely only available on DVD. Customers are leaving.
Okay.
All right, next up. This is a little bit of fashion, but I'll put it in technology anyway. Saint Laurent might have the luxury item, really for everyone here, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're all in the market for this one. Saint Laurent has a hot new collab. And as you can tell, this news story is in technology, not in fashion. That's because their collab is with Google.
Yeah.
Was Paul gifted it already?
Paul, you already got this thing? You got an invite? We need
You
to
ain't
know
getting the
about?
Saint Laurent bag, bro.
It's Google.
Google? He might get invited back up. She's got a plane ticket in a month to go to a secret event.
It's called the CIT backpack, CIT-E backpack.
Okay.
It's in
Could have done better.
the name's not to be thrilled about. But it is a collaboration with Jacquard by Google, which is their wearables division. It's $995. It has wearables like technology in the straps of the bag. So like charging, lights, identifying a phone call is being made, things of that nature. So it has like all these little, it's not overly technical of a bag. Like there isn't like crazy features in my opinion, but it is Saint Laurent. It is enough technology where it's like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the backpack's $1,000, so it's like, that's how much their backpacks are anyways. But I think it's like the best way to launch the wearables category.
Yeah.
It has to be with high fashion. Like, I don't think these things should launch any other way because.
But you don't think like JanSport should have a backpack with a USB charger in it for all these little kids and their...
I do. I think Google should launch it with if the Saint Laurent crowd has it first.
Yeah.
And now you see the Migos charging his phone when he's walking off the stage.
Yeah.
Then it's like it just becomes cooler. And then when the $100 version comes out, I mean, obviously Google's banking on some mass appeal version of it, but like there's no other. I mean, this is one of the coolest brands in the world.
And to be clear, there's so many smart backpacks on Kickstarter and all these different platforms.
Yeah.
We've even pitched
Yeah.
multiple versions
And none
of
of them
this.
have worked.
Nothing's worked, at least in scale. But this seems like, at least in a niche way, it's going to work. Like, why wouldn't every DJ switch from the Toomey bag with their initials to this?
Yeah.
Is there anything like technologically like beyond charging and...
There's an app that I think helps control some features.
Because I just would hope that Google, like it being Google, because you know Saint Laurent could just go make a backpack with USB chargers and a vibrating system every time you get a text.
It's pretty much the same as AirPods, so you can gesture on the straps and play the next song and stuff like that.
You've been to the event, haven't you? You have one?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
But it is, you asshole. But it is like, so it's way more, it's sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you get one? If you haven't already been gifted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you pay for one? Not just accept the free gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul's rich. Okay, well, listen, maybe we all get backpacks if everything goes well with this big TV deal. You know what? Run the ads. Just kidding. Not yet.
How many ads do you do each episode?
Well, as many as we can get.
Yeah, we do. Every time we talk about a cool product, we try to pay for it with our ads. Will you do like 2 breaks, 3 breaks?
2 breaks, 5 ads between the 2.
5
break-
ads.
Yeah.
Total.
And who's speaking the ads? Not you.
No, it's
We're not
sometimes it's
there
in
yet.
Spanish. Sometimes it's
German.
pitching to other podcasts. It gets real weird. Yeah. We're new to this.
Yeah.
We'll give us 6 months. Okay, next up, Amazon. To me, this is kind of the no shit news story of the episode, but Amazon apparently changed their search algorithms so that it boosted their own, in-house products as opposed to people selling on their stores. People are obviously, not happy about that, but I get why people aren't happy, but I also completely don't understand why this isn't to be expected.
Yeah,
This is also what, for the record, like retailers do with their
Private label.
private label. This
Yep.
is what everyone does under the sun.
They just have an antitrust issue that will come about because they control internet shopping today.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, even their own lawyers warned them, be careful about this. And now in the US and in Europe, I think it's going to be an issue. They can easily, I'm convinced the reason why they actually do this is not because they want to do private label and own all the margin. I don't think they want to be in that business. It's a fucking headache. I think they have so much demand and there's just not enough great suppliers to supply the demand in certain categories. And then there's other low-hanging fruit like battery chargers or like the basics category. They should own that, no doubt in my mind. But and there's other categories in apparel and other things that they're testing. I just think there are just not enough people that are the good brands are coming to them and saying, let's grow this with you. And
I think that's a very generous outlook.
No, but they have publicly said, and they brag about how many third-party sellers are increased year over year because they want to be the infrastructure that just captures all the margin because they've invested so much in being able to get goods to you quicker than anyone else.
But don't you think that's the means to the ultimate end of doing it yourself? Don't you think that you want to get everyone on because you want more product is better right now?
Sure.
You need more information. You need more product going out. That's their model with the ultimate goal of, they don't want to own everything, but like anything that's a good margin, high volume, they're going to take. Why wouldn't they?
I think in certain categories where people are brand agnostic, I agree, like a charger.
But they just did Rihanna, Lady Gaga. Like they're
Lady
trying
Gaga,
to do brand moves.
That is fine, but they financed that and they went and built it.
But why
I'm
wouldn't you
talking
do
about the
a
basics.
Rachel Zoe cooking set? And why wouldn't you do almost anything?
Yeah, so I just don't think they have the DNA to scale that fast enough today. They've obviously launched hundreds of brands and hundreds of products.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of anything successfully scaling besides the basics and the battery market.
Yeah, today they can't do it. I would just argue that it seems like their strategy is get everyone to sell their stuff on your platform so you just have a lot of stuff to sell. Then as you start to see where there's opportunity, take it, do it better, do it cheaper, use that information to launch it. And you're just going to wipe everyone out. You're going to direct every algorithm to you, and why not?
But that's not healthy for them.
And they know that ultimately, if that's what their plan is, the government's going to get involved. So it's a short-sighted view. Let's try to extract so much profit as quickly as possible, and then have the company broken up.
So then that being said,
I think Amazon is obviously smart enough that you push the boundary, but you don't go over it because politicians are already gunning for them.
Yep.
So they're going to play this in the middle game, of course they want to extract more profit than anyone else.
I'll give you an
obviously.
example.
But let me just ask you this quickly. Then why the topic of this article that they're doing this currently? Why are they doing this currently? Why are they currently diverting people from private or from their own stuff to in-house private label?
I'll give you a perfect example. New Republic on Amazon. We've had a great start to our partnership with them. They are pushing us to do a lot of things. Holidays are coming. They're pushing us. The stuff that they want from brands and the volume that's required, you got to have fucking money to play with them, right? And it's not that many. The bigger, cooler brands are afraid. The smaller emerging brands probably don't have the funds to go and scale how much business. Like, if you can figure Amazon out and really put your effort and time, and you have this really great brand, there's a massive opportunity. But if you don't have it, like, shit, man.
But answer the question of why are they diverting? Because these people can't handle it?
They're missing sales.
Yeah.
Like, you look on ours, we're missing sizes. So if I'm them, I'm like, we're out of size 14.
Yeah, they
So
just want more people on the marketplace of Amazon. And I actually think Dee's take is a good one that I haven't heard.
That's rare.
I know. I'm complimenting him because I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
I do like the take that there's just a lack of suppliers that can supply and scale, because unlike any other manufacturer has to come up with deposits and pay when the goods arrive.
Yeah.
And if Amazon's like, I want 5 million shoes, I mean, how are you going to fund it?
Yeah, it's hard.
But why wouldn't Amazon then come to you and say, why
Be a
don't we do
lending
some
platform?
sort of...
I don't know. I've asked. They have.
But if that's really your strategy, why wouldn't you empower that? I think the strategy is do everything you can. When you get broken up, you deal with that the best you can. You keep moving. You deal with that the best you can. I don't think anyone, especially the Jeff Bezos of the world, are being so generous and saying we're only doing this because we have to, and we don't want to get close to being broken up. They're going to fucking run right through that.
Actually, we talk
If
about...
not, they would step in and say, why don't we take a piece of everything, blah, blah,
No,
blah,
so
and
They
you
should
blah, blah,
start
blah.
a fund that finances production.
Yeah, all the stripes of the world are doing this because they know they have more data and they can clip the money right away.
But
which
because
is
that's what
that's
they
the advantage.
actually are trying to do.
Yeah.
Create a platform, create a payment system. That's actually what they're doing, and it reflects in their business strategy. Amazon doesn't reflect that to me. They have never had a conversation with you about funding inventory or solving that problem on their platform with you. They're going to go do it
Maybe
themselves.
they are with bigger brands. I don't know.
I wonder.
And the last thing, I was thinking about how we, think all these companies are making up their metrics. WeWork, Peloton, everyone. Like, I actually was thinking the other day, I think Google, Amazon, and Facebook are making up the numbers the other way. They're lying about how good. They don't want you to know how good they really are because they're so damn powerful.
There's like this
if
whole
they're not,
thing.
they need to start.
You thought we don't have that much.
I'll give you the biggest thing that's changed in the last year. And if you Google this, you'll see so many different answers. A year ago, it was said that Amazon controls 50+% of all internet purchases in America. Okay, this year it's 38%. There's no way they lost 12%.
No, they
That's
definitely
bullshit.
Yeah.
The number that I've always read is that,
I think it's 90%.
well, they capture near 50% of every new e-commerce dollar spent every year. So basically, if you think about the entire U.S. internet e-commerce, all the growth, they're taking 50%. And that's going to obviously increase.
Yeah,
from
they got to
50s.
start lying.
Yeah, they're lying. Like, oh, we have 5%.
Yeah, what do you find? Yeah. Sorry, 0 was an accident. Sheesh. Okay, well, whatever. I honestly think that the advice that was so common for a while, which is every up and coming startup should start an Amazon store and do drop shipment, and that's the hustle. I think that's very bad advice because I think those people are going to get creamed.
Okay.
That's just what I think. Okay, next in a little bit of, we'll say some government, not really politics, but world news. Edward Snowden has a new book called Permanent Record. Good title. Mm-hmm. That's a good title, right? That's no Peacock.
Yeah.
Turns out the Justice Department is suing him, and they're saying that this book violates his non-disclosure agreements, and they want all the money from it.
I love it.
So sorry, Edward. Have fun over there in Russia. Is he still in Russia?
Still in Russia.
Sheesh.
He's a traitor.
Really? Are you anti-Edward?
No, but I'm not against the government is doing what they think is right to make this guy's life a miserable existence. He,
I
as
mean,
far
what do you
as
think you're going to do? Just be able to launch your book and get your royalty checks? Come on, dude.
yeah, just be like you can't just
That's
freely
the thing
make
published
money
through the
and
Kremlin.
sell American secrets.
Yeah.
I'm taking it from the perspective of the government. They have no reason to let this guy become a millionaire.
No. They have no reason to let this guy make $1.
Or, I'll argue to live.
You're telling me Putin can't hook him up with a publishing company over there in Russia and
Russian.
get that thing out? Get
So
some royalties coming in?
He's got the ACLU backing him. I'm just really curious, just logistics. Forget what your viewpoint on is. With is what Snowden doing is right or wrong. It's okay. You're suing a guy in Russia. He can still release the book outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
He's already escaped effectively U.S. law.
Yeah.
Because no one can extradite him.
But you do got to go through all the steps. You can't let him get a little bit of wiggle room.
It's a joke to
You
just
gotta
let him
press
walk all over you.
Full
We're
court
America
press at
here.
all times.
We're
America
gonna stand
first.
America first.
Yeah, you got to press him on everything he does.
Yeah, I think it's just bad. I don't know. It's just a bad tactic to just let him do whatever he wants.
He forfeited it. I mean, I'm glad he did. He did a great thing, in my opinion. But like, look, man, you signed up for this. You're
Yes.
lucky to be alive.
I'm curious. Like, is the book banned in the U.S.? Because it's a top 10 Amazon seller right now. But I don't know if that's like,
Pre-orders?
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Paul got a copy.
Did you get invited to the release in Russia?
In Russia.
Got an autographed Edward
Singapore,
Snowden.
Moscow.
If he did, he won't be allowed back in the
Yeah.
It's
country.
number one right now. It's the number one bestseller on Amazon Prime.
But it could be pre-order. Check it.
I'm gonna see if I can order it after this.
You want to be on that list?
I don't want to be
That's
reading
true.
that book.
Never mind. That new iPhone has too big of a microphone for.
Would you get him on Long Story Short?
Yeah.
Or short story
Short
long.
story
That's a
long.
good one too.
And you can,
See you later.
you can get the book by Thursday, September 19th. It is in stock.
Okay. So they just want the money.
Yeah, they want the money. They don't want him profiting.
But why wouldn't you just stop the book? Maybe stopping it makes it
Maybe
more
it's
popular.
good money. If it's like $10 million, it could be worth the money.
But why wouldn't you ban it?
Yeah. Because
Well,
you can't ban
do
books.
it. It's free.
Fahrenheit
free speech.
451, bro. You can't be banning books.
Can't ban any. We don't have a banned list of books here.
No.
Free speech, bro.
It's First Amendment.
This
There's a lot of amendments. That's number one.
Say he's selling secrets. You can't sell that shit.
There's some German books that are banned. Mein Kampf, for example, like the Hitler book.
Yeah.
That's full on banned.
In Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in here for sure.
No, here
I've
in
seen
America.
it.
I saw it at Barnes and Noble the other day.
people read Mein Kampf.
Yeah. It was front shelf at Barnes and Noble the other day.
Yeah.
I think the whole neo-Nazi thing's real popular again.
Yeah. You go to certain parts of town, you know,
Yeah.
it's probably a bestseller.
Okay, guys, it's officially that time. Let's pay for these iPhones. Run the ads. And we're back. Dee, incredible news for you.
Yeah.
We're hopping into sports news.
Ooh.
And two of your favorite worlds are combining. Basketball superstars, Michael Jordan in this case, and tequila.
Yes.
Michael Jordan is launching a tequila brand.
I can't wait.
I know you're first in line.
It's called Sincoro. Don't care for the name.
Let me ask you this. If you got invited to the Apple event with Paul Ripke or the Michael Jordan tequila.
Michael Jordan tequila.
Okay.
Not even.
In Chicago.
It could be anywhere.
Okay. You get to meet Tim Cook and come home with an iPhone, or you get to meet Michael Jordan and come home with a case of tequila?
Tequila.
I want to meet Michael Jordan.
Wow. You guys are both
I would
idiots.
love to drink tequila. Who cares about a phone? Anyone can get the phone.
Yeah,
I
wait
do.
2 weeks. You don't get to meet Michael Jordan.
Who cares? Give me the wide angle and all this shit. For free?
sound like a
you
true
know what?
millennial.
The age,
Come on, man. You see that microphone?
the extra añejo on Jordan's tequila is $1,600. More than that phone.
Yeah, but it's freaking tequila. I can't tell the difference between that and like Jose Cuervo.
Because you have a poor man's palate.
Well, I have a wide angle lens, so fuck off.
You're going to have poor ass pictures. Because you don't have any
No,
nice stuff.
I have rich pics. Well, you're just wasted off of expensive alcohol.
I guarantee you that tequila will bring me more joy than any phone will.
Isn't Michael Jordan a Trump supporter or something? What was the controversy? Or he was
No.
racist? Or wasn't there some sort of... What was that controversy? He
I mean, the
wouldn't
controversy
support...
from the 90s.
No, but he wouldn't support something recently.
I don't know. But in the 90s, he's just been known for being apolitical. Republicans buy sneakers, too.
Yeah, that was his
Oh, that was the thing.
That
He
was
wouldn't
from the
stand
90s,
up for...
yeah.
Okay, I went way too far.
He's a racist, right? He hates
He's
Jews.
a Nazi, right? Yeah, okay. I went way past the line. Okay, well, you guys go to your event. Me and Paul will go to ours.
Yeah.
Okay?
You go.
Unfortunately, you'll be taking really shitty pictures of you.
Let me tell you, a selfie on my shitty phone with Michael Jordan drinking tequila is going to get a lot
Whatever.
more likes than your wide angle of fucking nobody.
No chance. I'll be listening to weird music coming out of bushes and hanging out with tech bloggers. Anywho, okay. Next up, Tony Bennett.
Wait, you didn't even finish the story.
Well, what's the story?
So he's launching the brand with like 4 other NBA owners: the owner of
Jeannie
the Bucks,
Okay.
the owner of the Lakers, Jeannie Buss,
Yeah.
and owner of the Celtics. I'm just curious what the strategy is, other than like 4 billionaires
Oh,
coming
there's
together.
not. That's it. That's why I moved on. The story is Michael Jordan's launching tequila. That's it. Other rich people are involved. What's the strategy?
Well, I think they're obviously competing with 42, Clase Azul. They're
I'll tell
going
you
up-
what happened. They just saw George Clooney and Mike Meldman or whatever his name is and said,
Yeah.
we want some of that.
I agree. The only thing that they're going to get the hype because of who they are, and everyone's going to give it a shot one time. It's been rumored Michael Jordan drinks 42. That means he knows what good tequila tastes like. So if that's the case, it should taste good. If it tastes good, it has a shot at working. It's just really hard to compete with what Casamigos did.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone gives a shit. I don't know.
I mean,
torn
you're not
here.
a tequila drinker. Like a tequila drinker is going to be
What was
Yeah,
excited.
but like
the-
you're gonna walk in and buy Michael Jordan's
What was the
tequila? That
real-
does something
what's
for
the
you?
real-
I bought George Clooney's. Why would I buy Michael
I
Jordan?
mean, Michael Jordan sold billions of dollars of perfume,
Yeah.
a cologne.
People buy
That
Michael
was a long
Jordan.
time ago. Who even cares?
No, think about it. Michael Jordan's core customer is of tequila drinking age.
He's a 50-year-old alcoholic.
That's the best person to sell to. If you're starting an alcohol brand, you want to sell to
It's
50-year-old.
expensive. No one cares.
I don't know.
Where's I want to know the Mexican, is there any Mexican tradition here? Or is it just a bunch of rich people saying, yeah, that tastes good. We'll take that with our cigars.
Yeah, sign me up.
At least George Clooney made it look like he went down to Mexico. And
I mean, they're going to get into the nicest resorts and between
Hotels.
those people
yeah, that's true.
and all
Okay,
those
We'll
stadiums.
see. We'll have a live review of that.
Yeah.
You can be our alcohol in the field reporter.
Yeah, I want to be invited to alcohol lunches.
Yeah. Okay, man. Whatever. You got to know your demo. Okay, next up, Tony Bennett,
Yep. Not the singer.
the world-renowned singer. The Virginia basketball coach, Tony Bennett, the other Tony Bennett, was offered a raise.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, thanks. He said, you know what? Instead, why don't you give raises for all my staff and for my general program? I don't need it. Sounds to me like what we need more of in this country. Real stand-up guy, not putting himself first.
Yeah, he says, I make enough. And on top of him suggesting that the money goes to better the students, better the team, better the program, his staff, they also wrote a check, him and his wife, for $500,000 to the school.
This guy's good.
This guy's a stand-up
You
guy.
don't hear much in
And-
America these days? I make enough.
And fresh off of winning a national title.
Yeah.
Hey,
Substantial raise. I mean, this guy was probably going to be one of the highest paid coaches, and he said that's enough. That's
You never hear that.
amazing.
that's a hero.
He is a hero.
Yeah. Okay, nothing else to really say here.
No.
That's why these stories don't get much traction. They're kind of boring.
Because other coaches are like, why the hell is he doing that? People are going to expect that of me.
No. Yeah, they'll be like, let's wait for this to wear off. Shit.
Why are they talking about it in group chat?
I would
Yeah,
love
damn
for Fortune 100 CEOs to be like, you know what? I make enough.
Yeah, they all take the dollar salary because they make so much in the stock. That's
Yeah.
the hustle.
Yeah, they do say that. They're very generous guys.
Okay, then fine. Everyone Fortune 100 gets $1 salary. Flat. That's the flat.
No, that's fine. They don't care about the salary.
Okay, I'd rather save that money.
What's the bonus structure?
It's capped.
At what?
50 million.
Disgusting. I won't pay for this yacht. Okay, we got to move on. Let's get into some just good old-fashioned all things, I'd say, pop culture news. Netflix, in the most boring news of the year, has decided to acquire the global streaming rights to none other than Seinfeld.
The debate is over.
Ugh.
Seinfeld got paid 50% more a year than that dumbass show, The Office. Okay,
They have- it's 'cause they have more episodes.
Office got $100 million a year. Seinfeld got $150 million a year. Seinfeld has now, pre this deal, has generated $3 billion after it's gone off of the air. That's it.
It's crickets. It's crickets.
Crickets, a show that hasn't been on the air in 20 plus years,
It's crickets.
has generated $3 billion. This is the greatest show ever, and it's
Yeah.
getting paid like it.
They must be trying to get an older, more bitter audience over at Netflix.
No, this is what people
Drama's
like.
on the wrong side of history.
Like everyone's
Yeah.
too happy over here. Look at every poll we do. I'm with our listeners.
They're morons.
Wow. You just called all of our listeners morons.
52% is what the poll said.
Listeners, just remember who's on your side on this pod.
52% of our listeners are morons.
That's majority. So you're saying the majority of our listeners are morons.
Yeah.
Quote by Dee Murthy.
Yes.
Okay, that'll
Put
be,
that- put that
that'll
on
be the title.
Instagram.
That'll be the title for this episode. 52% of you guys are idiots.
Clearly.
No, I don't agree.
It's about numbers. Facts.
I don't know. That's like that's WeWork.
That's
right?
a significant.
WeWork was worth $47 billion. Sure, whatever.
It's a significant increase in.
They have more episodes. They have double the episodes. That's why.
That's just it. You think that's the only reason?
Yep. You're paying
Look
for
at
more. You're
Pete.
getting more.
Pete's on the moron side.
Pete's on the right side of
Pete
this
was
podcast.
buying like fake jewel cartridges. He's an idiot.
If he got his mic taken. All right. Well, whatever. Good
should
for
be
you,
called
man.
Fool.
We're happy for you and all of our old bitter listeners. Okay. Good for you.
Thank you.
Big win.
Thank
also, Anand, you had some numbers on Big Bang Theory. Just got some big deal.
Yeah, it sounds like HBO paid $600 million for Big Bang Theory. It doesn't say how many years that's over.
It's weird that HBO,
Gosh.
which is known for their edgier content, bought this like kind of vanilla family comedy.
That is
It
true.
doesn't fit their brand. To me, Big Bang should go on Disney Plus. It's a family show.
I think in the streaming wars, though, you just got to acquire.
If you guys need a podcast
Yep.
that can be filmed,
Global, multiple audiences.
we do German.
Yeah. And we also we can run ads in Spanish.
You could give us, 3 iPhones, a couple St. Laurent bags,
And
you
a
have
Michael
us
Jordan
for
bottle of tequila.
Yeah, a Michael Jordan bottle of tequila. 2 bottles, and you could have global rights.
Global rights. You run whatever ads you want. Yeah, I honestly think that it's not going to be I think it's a land grab in the streaming wars.
A lot of people are making a lot of money along the way.
A lot of
Jerry
people.
Seinfeld and Larry David have made billions of dollars. Is that? I mean, who else owns the show? Castle Rock or?
I think it's them. There's a reason why Jerry Seinfeld, what do you have, 200 cars?
Yeah.
Imagine this
crazy?
late in the game, like just getting a call on a Thursday, and you're like, "Yeah, it looks like we got
5 more years at
few hundred
$1.50.
more million for you." You're like, all right, fuck it, more comedians and cars getting fucking coffee.
He's not saying I've made enough.
No, he is not. He did not turn that down.
No.
No thanks. Give it to my staff.
Yeah, give it to Kramer. That racist.
Ah, shit. Okay, well, go Office. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Here's our ender. Juul. More bad news for Juul. Looks like China just decided to launch Juul. Smoking's still real hot in China, right?
Very hot.
Very hot.
Everyone's smoking.
So why don't we get them on Juuls?
Mm-hmm.
Big market. Launched it. A few days afterwards, halted it. Pull it off. We're not about, let's keep the cigarettes going. We're not sure about these Juul things.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, if the way China runs, they should never let any company come in and do anything.
At all?
But why?
Yeah. What do you mean?
It's the same thing. Like,
Like, why don't they just make a Juul company?
yeah,
Like
if you
they're
want
Huawei?
to get into vaping, let a Chinese nationalist launch a competitor.
Make the Huawei of vapes.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's really what's happening. I'm sure the first day of Juul sales in China was like Costco, like 400 million were sold. And then they were like, wait, we should just ban this and do this ourselves. Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
I don't think, I
So you don't think this is a health thing?
No chance it's a health issue. I guarantee it.
Huawei was like, let us get that business. We're getting screwed by Trump in America. Let us sell these vapes.
Yeah, I guess that makes perfect sense.
Or it's just, it also could just be a longer term power move with getting leverage against Juul. Like, hey, I'm going to let you launch for a week. You did $7 billion in Juul.
Yeah.
We need to own more of this
Yeah.
rev share and then just renegotiate the deal.
Because the fun part about being an entrepreneur in China, if the government is on your side, they really protect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they launched on Tmall and JD.com.
I'm sure the number one seller was
For sure. Juul is a
Brand.
pop culture phenomenon. There's
Sounds
no
like they're worried
question
about the
it.
health of their nation.
Oh, you think
And
so?
I think they're stand-up people.
Then
for
they
that.
should probably clean up the pollution that's killing.
But you
that's gonna
think
kill
we
them.
banned it here, or we're trying to ban it here because we care about people's health?
No, because it's just public perception here. It's not about health, just public perception. Whereas in China, it's just like, who's Juul? We ain't eating off Juul.
Well, no, I think they're going to. I think they're going to restructure the deal because Juul's still the brand.
Yeah.
China could have the exact same product that it's the same reason why
Why don't
kids
you just make Yule?
no, but kids in China want Jordans and Kyrie Irving shoes and Steph Curry shoes.
Yeah, but do you care that much about your? It doesn't even have a logo on it. Literally, make
I
something
think
called
people know.
something else, and it looks just like it. Huawei is cracking. It's not an iPhone. You don't have 7 cameras on the back of your phone, do you?
iPhone does fine in China.
I'm sure Huawei has made a dent. in their
Huawei's made a
business in
big
China.
dent. They don't
It's
care.
still a huge business.
I don't know if you could knock off a. You think people are brand
If I was-
loyal to?
I think-
Juul?
I'll tell you my strategy.
I mean, I know there's so many different vape companies. I obviously don't vape. There's got to be a reason why Juul is by far the market leader, especially when you're telling me that there's no brand affiliation with the vape. It just must be that much better than everything else, and no one's been able to crack it.
Well, because they just
What's that?
own the.
Jewel hits hard. Like,
Oh man, spoken like a true Wisconsin guy.
Yeah.
He just
they
said
can't
Juul
hear
hits
him.
hard.
Pete was saying because
He
he
said-
doesn't have a mic,
the
right?
way it hits.
Yeah.
He usually has a mic, yeah, but the way it hits hard.
Yeah, so they figured out something that
So-
other people
I
haven't
know,
been able
but
to-
that's you think you can't like
You
all
can-
this China technology, you can't figure out how to make that shit hit hard. What do you think? It's not like some proprietary information.
It might be.
Is Juul made in the USA?
a bigger mouth hole
Juul's made in America, huh?
Buy America.
for America. Listen, I think they could knock it off. I think the thing is the look. I don't think it's the brand.
Made in China.
Oh God, yeah.
iPhones are made in China, but no one's been able to make a phone comparable to iPhone.
the pods are made in the U.S.
Yes,
USA.
that's the same thing. The iPhone is all manufactured in China and then finally assembled in the US. That's the last step.
But just knock off the exact.
I think there's a reason why Juul.
It's a brand. It is a brand.
I think it's a better product than other vapes. It has to be. How did they have like 90+% market share when everyone is launching a damn vape pen?
I just think they were so far ahead. I think if somebody would have came right behind, and it's the design. It's because you see Bella Hadid and Kendall Jenner, and they've all got jewels hanging out of their mouth. You want a little USB hanging out of your mouth.
I think it's simplifying it.
Then fine. If you're, let's say you can knock it off, which anyone can do at this point.
Yeah.
Knock it off. Take $50 million. Give it to the Kardashians and Jenner, and say you're going to use Yule from now on, because that's what we want to sell in China. You give Kendall Jenner $5 million. She's yuling her face off. She is.
Yuling, yeah.
Everyone's yuling. Travis Scott doing a song.
Yule. You hear that new Travis Scott song?
yeah.
Yule?
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, I don't know, but I think
I think there's something that they figured out that no one else has, and it's not a coincidence that they own the whole market.
how about did you see the article that said that people are finding new ways to deal with their jewel addiction? One of the main ones being smoking cigarettes. So now you've had your jewel all day. You're like super addicted to high levels of nicotine, and they're bad for you. You know, all these
You gotta
stories
have
are
a
coming
cigarette
out.
to stop.
6 people have died. You better have yourself a cigarette and calm down.
You know what's crazy? My Juul rehab idea is
Yep.
actually really good now.
Yeah.
It
Makes
is.
sense.
That's
It
how-
really is.
You
I can
could
still
put, I don't
watch it.
That's
think
why you
you-
got to act when you got thoughts
Yeah.
like that. You know.
I mean, I think you have plenty of time.
Yeah, I mean, people are just getting started to get addicted.
We're I think 5 to 7 years away from like massive scale health calamities from this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there it is. That's all we got. Paul, thank you, man. Thanks for
Thanks.
coming. I noticed you were real quiet the rest of the episode. You just didn't have any. You didn't have any thoughts on the other topics.
I never watched an episode of Seinfeld, so
Thank you. My guy.
They
That's why I
probably
like
don't
you,
s-
Paul.
Seinfeld doesn't probably play in Germany.
no, but just Office is funny.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Paul. Paul, you're a hero, man.
How old are you, Paul?
38.
And you
Look
don't
at
watch
that.
Seinfeld?
That didn't.
He's too happy. Look how happy he is and tan, and he doesn't need that bitter humor.
I just don't think it just got to Germany.
Even they're too happy. You know what I mean? Seinfeld is a specific type of American bitterness. Okay, that's all we got. Guys, thank you. Save up that cash, get yourself a wide-angle iPhone. We're trying to get invited to the next event. At least me and Anand are.
Yeah, I'd
Paul,
take
we'll
the
see you
invite.
there.
Yeah.
Dee will be out in Chicago trying to hunt down Michael Jordan.
I'm going to Jordan's tequila event.
Okay. We'll see
Gotta
you
get
there.
invited first.
Bye-bye.
Gotta put it out.
Put it out into the universe.
I just did.
Do it again.
Michael Jordan, please invite me to your tequila launch. Please.
There we go.
Please. You didn't have to pay for my own flight. I'll fly myself out.
We know as kids. You
Yeah.
should be able to get invited.
Yeah.
Yeah. next to one of the kids.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I'm willing to cover
Cover all my expenses.
and cover the event.
Cover the I'll buy everyone tequila.
Yeah. Okay. All right. See you later, guys.